Also, family and friends, welcome to the Wood Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faith. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our lives. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. Let no one push you aside. Let no one trample upon you or step on you. Don't be a pushover. Don't let anyone make you lesser than them or less than them. You know yourself and know your path. Respect yourself and walk in your path. No one can put you down. No one can push you aside. It's when you are out of your path, they can use you, and whatever they do to you, they must prosper, whether you like it or not, until you come back to yourself, which is your path. Our people always talking about like you have God, as you have chi, 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 chi. But where I came from, chi is nature. It's not God. It's not being. It's not a higher being. So chi, like, if you want to say, we don't believe good morning or good afternoon because what do you mean by good morning, good afternoon? It's empty wish. No, what we say is like, it's even like question. Like when you see somebody say, "Oh, you are awake," or ebolachi, esanachi. You see, because it's chi of nature awake. We are nature. I don't care how much education you have received. I don't care how many degrees you have. We are nature. We are not spiritual beings. I mean, we are not spirits. We are not spiritual beings. We are not religious beings. We are not supernatural beings. There's no supernatural being above us. There is no higher force above us. In nature, we are those forces you're talking about. And there's no competition in nature. There's no comparison in nature. But what? Live your life. The sun is living its life. The trees are living their life. Animals are living their lives. Except these human beings that have been corrupted to hate themselves. They like imaginary being than themselves. They like they like imaginary or another place like Mars than where they are. Instead of them to enjoy it. When you see all this technology we have today, think about it. Some years back, we don't have these things. You know what? When people used to struggle to be shifting gears, driving car like burning the clutches like anyhow. Don't you see how those things have disappeared? Remember the time somebody must go outside to turn the pole of the television, not just for the television inside the room to get um, network or signal. Those things have changed. There was time there was no remote. You can stay here, just control things. There was time you can call or see somebody that is far away from you. Can't you think? It is natural things that people use to make those things. Nobody has created anything by spiritual power. It is illusion. When you call your dream, your illusion, your delusion, your hallucination, you call it a reality. And you're working and forcing people to accept it with you or work with you to make it will never be a reality. There is nothing new. There's nothing new you can develop in this world. Even this technology that we're seeing that evolving, it has been there. It keeps going on. We invented all these things before. There is nothing that you can invent now in this world that is new. But it's maybe because we didn't see it, especially war made us run away from majority of what we invented. War. And who brought war? God. Who is the God of war? White man, not black man. If black man is a man of war, you won't see African Americans still suffering in America under white people. You won't see black people suffering anywhere in this part of the world. You won't see black people, that is not enslaving white people. It is the God of the world that created slavery, marriage, and all this nonsense we used to treat our fellow human beings, or treat our fellow living being, or our fellow nature, like they are less than us. To this end, they make it like if you believe in certain things, or if you have certain things, then it makes you greater than the rest, and they expect the rest to be bowing to you. That is evil. And that's why people like us, or one day, hate to be in such system. We need to wake up as a people to know ourselves. And that's why I want to share with us this important thing today, which I titled Understanding Spirituality and Religion. One of the things that God hates, or people that are using you, or people that are manipulating you, is you gaining understanding. God hates knowledge. God hates wisdom. God hates understanding. And that's why they tell the people that worship God, don't care about the wisdom of this world. Believe in God. He will give you supernatural, extraordinary wisdom. But look at them. They are not inventing anything in the name of God except exploitation. They are not inventing anything for quality living in this world in the name of God. It is people that use their common sense. Even when I started coming online, my initial message used to be that time, all these inventors, what they used to invent them is common sense. It's not because they attended any school. That thing has been part of them, and they keep trying to bring it forth, but because of the family they were born into, or the system they were born into, they were educated or trained away from it, but they couldn't let it go. Some of you even see those things in your dream, but you think it's a spiritual thing. It is not. It is part and parcel of you, trying to wake you up for you to know, listen, I'm still here. We are still here. Naturally, you are full of potentials. It cannot be taken away from you. It can be delayed to show for, but it can never be taken away from you. Understanding. In 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19, God said he will destroy the wisdom of the wise. God hates wisdom, although he promised believers wisdom. That's why his people are fools everywhere. They are not wise. He said he will bring to naught the understanding of the prudent. And that's why anytime I want to share certain things, I try to use put understanding to it. I want you to understand this thing. Because once you understand it, you have that knowledge. No one will enslave you again. Many of you are still confused. You don't know which one to follow. You say you hear from this one, you hear from that one, you hear from this one. Just listen to yourself. Use your common sense. They say you are crazy. No, you are not. Anyone that say you are crazy, that person is crazy. If they say you are crazy by asking questions they don't have answer to, they are the ones that are crazy, not you. You are not crazy. You are inquisitive. You want to know. Even little children want to know because it is in our nature to know. It is not in our nature to believe. That's why they taught us to believe. Train up a child in the way he should go, that when he grow up, he will not depart from it. They thought we cannot depart from it, but we are departing from that faith. We are departing from that belief. We are departing from that spirituality. We are departing from that religion, whether you like it or not. If anybody told me that me being a minister of God, then that one day I will reject God, reject Jesus with everything they represent, I will tell you, you are joking. But look at me. Everything is coming back together. No condition is permanent. And there is nothing new in this world. Why do most people hate to admit that spirituality and religions are both a belief system of belief systems. Why? Christians will deny that Christianity is religion. Then traditional people, spiritualist people tell you, no, spirituality is not religion. There is no religion in spirituality. The same point that tell you that, no, I'm not religious. We tell you, I believe in a higher force. I believe in spring being. That's religion. If you believe in spring being, if you believe in a higher force, that is religion. You have not seen that spring being, you cannot see that spring force. That is religion. Blessed are those who believe without seeing. That is religion. That is religion they are practicing, but they are in denial. Just as some African Americans claiming not to be African. Just like some Igbos claiming not to be Igbos. Something happened, that's why they claim so. In the part of African Americans, of course, they know if you are black, you are less privileged in America, whether you like it or not. If you like, become president. If you like, become governor. Become the richest black man in America. You are lesser than white man in America. It is the system. Also, the people, the Igbos in Nigeria who are denying their Igbo-ness is because of what happened after the war. Nigeria government said to divide and rule that region. So they found out if we divide these people, they will not tomorrow join hand to come and fight. But you cannot change nature. No matter how you try, the truth will always prevail. And the truth shall prevail, whether you like it or not. You may say, oh, it's not now, but it will be later. Our people said, if the lion climbed at the top of Iroko tree, he said the truth will stay at the trunk, at the bottom there, waiting for it. Anytime it comes down. But the truth these days are no longer waiting there. The truths are going up there, shooting. We got remote control. We got drones. We got weapons. We shoot them down today. Just as I'm doing. They argue that spirituality is not religion and at the same time believe in God, spring day, spring force. Every faith that you have or people have, every belief that you have or people have in God is religion. Some say, no, I don't believe in God, I'm not religious. There is no God, I am God. My mother is God. My parents are my God. Ask yourself, when did this word God even came into being? And what benefit do we have from this God? How can you tell me there's a spirit being that created the world and controls everything that happens, and you see people suffering unnecessarily? He's not doing anything. All you have is what they taught you, the lie they taught you. Don't worry, time is coming. Fuck that God and fuck that time. God is man-made. Time is man-made. There's no time in nature. It's people that made up the time. Whether you call it time, it's people that made it up. Nature didn't tell you all that. You are the one that made up that. And you are the one suffering it, not nature. Oh, you say you're worshiping the sun. Sun is the most high. You are stupid. Sun did not tell you that. And you have not gone beyond the sun to know if it's the most high. But you stand here and look at, oh, that's the most high. And so, even if it's most high, did he ask you to worship it? Oh, yeah, he gives us life. Why do you always want to worship something in the name of he give me something, he did something for me? You don't need to worship. If somebody gives something to you or do something for you, what are you supposed to do? Thank you. That's it. You don't worship somebody because they give you something, because they help you in time of need. That person help you for you to help others, or maybe even help that person tomorrow. Every faith or belief in God is a religion. It doesn't matter how you try to say no. It depends on what you mean. It depends. Yeah, religion. If you do something constantly, it's religion. That's English. We are talking about faith and belief in God. I didn't say every faith or every belief. No. You can believe I'm the richest man in the whole world. Does that make it true? No. You can wish me anything. Does that make it true? No. Think, my people. Stop taking things that doesn't matter and make it seem like they matter or they're important. They are not. Anything that is not enhancing life is not important to us. And that's why God concept is killing us. That's why money is killing us. Because those things don't supposed to take important places in our life or in our domain, wherever we are living. They're not supposed to. What's supposed to matter to us more is nature. What works for us, what helps us, what we can use to better ourselves. You are not the only one in this world, so you're not supposed to be the only one owning things that other people don't have. Both spirituality and religion are based on superstitions, mythologies, cosmologies. Oh, we are studying this world. Then these people on study say, this is how we see this one. The other person say, this is how we see this one. Okay, both of you are entitled to your opinions. They don't make it the truth for everyone. You may stand in this corner and saw it that way. The other person standing in that corner and saw it. Both of you are right, according to your opinion. But according to factual truth, both of you are wrong. You're supposed to say, from my own angle, you are right. And that's it. That's your own angle. Your own angle is not better than the other angle. You are not superior to others who are seeing it from the other angle. But if it's true, if you are honest, both of all of you will come to that point. This is the fact. But let's say that spirituality is not a religion. But whatever you say it is. Okay, please do tell me how it helped or saved us from the invaders and the enslavers and colonizers till today. I want you to tell me as a black person. I want you to tell me as African man or woman. If spirituality is true, it's not religion. It's you having relationship with nature. Imagine when they say that, what are these people thinking about? Like, through spirituality, you have a relationship with nature. No, you are in nature. You are nature. You are nature. You are in nature. You are not God. You are not of God. You are not in God. And no, in nature, we live, we move, we have our being here, right here. You don't need to do anything. You don't need any third eye to see anything. You have your brain. Your brain is what they are calling the third eye. Many of you are educated, but you don't know the functions of your organs. Your body is powerful. Your body is not weak, as they taught you. There's no spirit stronger than this, your body. If you still arguing with me, ask people who are cutting body parts for rituals to understand. You say it's not working, it's not there. If it's not working, then why are you worried about them? Why are you maybe like what is happening in Anambra State now? Why are you arresting people for using human parts to do anything? Why? The same people will tell you, no, there's no power in it. Oh, the power we have is in Jesus' name. The governor of Anambra State said Anambra State is a Christian state. Then why are you worried about native doctors and people doing sacrifices, okit and all that? Let God be the judge. Who made you the judge over others in their religion? Who made you? Well, they're giving people chance to make money. Why is that your business? Report it to your God. Let your God handle them. Leave the judgment in the hand of God. Not when you do your own evil. You want people to leave it in the hand of God. But when others do the one you don't like, though, you use their government power. I told you this, that Christians are more wicked than Muslims. No matter, according to history, even according to one that started killing. They taught Muslims how to kill. Then Muslims take over. Christians say now they are practicing peace. Why did they say they are practicing peace to be different from the Muslims? Because now they are using government. That's why Vatican was created, and Vatican have their own military. Vatican. They defeated the whole Roman Empire with their trick. They baptized the emperor. Okay, the church is overstate. Vatican is a different country, like you have Italy, then you have Vatican. But they won't tell us that one. For those of you that are bragging, maybe you're a Christian, if not for Vatican, Christianity will just. If you want Christianity to vanish now, deal with Vatican. That's it. They are not playing. They are in position of. That's why they try to take position everywhere. When they came to Africa, they took power. Our presidents, our governors, our people in power today, all of them are Christians or Muslims. And that's why you see Christians and Muslims fighting, because they are birds of a feather. And this is why I'm talking to our people, or calling our people to borrow that sense. Begin to take places of power. Begin to be among the lawmakers in your land. If not, Christians, as is happening in Anambra State, they can use one law to wipe you out, to silence you. So the freedom we are fighting for, that's supposed to come in 1 year, will take maybe another 100 years. Tell me how that spirituality helped your ancestors during slave trade. I want you to tell me. The only thing you will use is to blame your ancestors. Say, yeah, they were sleeping with people's wife. That's why. Oh, they were committing. Stop that nonsense. All those things they tell you is abomination in the land is not any abomination. It's stupidity, foolishness. It's not abomination. Calling things natural that people supposed to say is abomination. You created slavery and say nobody should sleep with another man's wife. Why should any woman be a man's wife? Why? We all were born to be having sex. We're supposed to be having sex without marriage. We're supposed to be having children without marriage. You don't need marriage to have children. It is the slavery mentality they gave to you. That it's my possession, it's my property, it's mine. This one, so I own this woman, I own the children. I've gone through her. I pay bride price over her head, and they will say, "No, marriage is not slavery. It depends on how you see it." The foundation of marriage is slavery. That's why we pay bride price. That's why the woman, the man sells his daughter to the highest bidder. That is marriage. Can we have children without marriage? Of course, it's common sense. You don't need marriage to have family. You don't need it. After all, we all are family in this world. Black people stay in their family, white people stay in their family. You say incest, this one, or some say inbreeding. That's nonsense. White people used to confuse you. What do you mean by inbreeding? Even white people, fathers are impregnating their daughters. In America, here where we are. You have heard that in the news before, but you don't talk about that. It's white people. If it's Africa, oh yeah, Africans. Oh yeah, they eat human being. They taught us eating human being. And this war that drove us into such thing. Without war, they were eating their fellow. But even eating human being is not anything wrong. You are eating goat, you are eating chicken. It's the same thing with your meat. When you are killing that chicken, think about you if you are the one that are killing too. When you see them killing your fellow one, but when you are killing goat, you don't feel so. When you are killing, you say, oh, we use animal for sacrifice. We don't use human being. It's the same bullshit. It's the same thing. They keep hiding the truth from you, and because you are too gullible and too emotional of having all those nonsense sentiments. No, this one. How can you say something? You see what this one is saying? How can you be an Igbo man, an Igbo man, and you said marriage is slavery, and you say you don't do this? Most of the things you call African culture and tradition are not African culture and tradition originally. Most of things we have today were created after the war. Condition made us bend. He said, you see the crayfish. He said it's condition that made it bend so as you see it in the market. It was not so in the water. It's condition that made it bend. Please tell me what spirituality has done to us as a people during slave trade. Even during colonialism, these people divided us. They went to Germany, Berlin Conference. I have not heard of any African leaders we speak today that is talking about Berlin Conference. What they're talking is about, oh, Putin is stronger than American government. Americans are Babylon. My co-worker was saying it 2 days ago. You know, because of what Trump is doing in America. He said, Babylon must fall. That's Babylon fall. I said, forget all that nonsense. There's nothing new. That's how people created this concept of end of the world, end time. The world is coming to an end. Because of what people are suffering. They think, oh, people are suffering. The world is coming to an end. The world is not coming to any end. We will keep giving birth to children that the world will keep there. There is no beginning of the world and there's no ending of the world. Stop believing those lies. Use your brain. Use your brain. That person you're bowing to, why is that person not bowing to you? Regardless of their age. Oh, no, because he's older than me. That's why I'm bowing. That's stupidity. You don't bow to anyone that don't bow to you. It's supposed to be mutual. Respect. Didn't they say that? It's a reciprocal, right? So why is it lopsided? Why is it one-sided? Oh no, it can never be possible. Who tell you that? It is impossible until you do something about it. At least start with yourself. What I'm telling you, I'm not saying it out of hypocrisy. No, I started with myself. My family members are alive. You can ask them. I'm not joking because some of you think, oh no, he's just saying it online, but he don't really mean it. I meant every word of it. Whether it is my father, my mother, my siblings, my kinsmen, no matter who is concerned, if you are a believer, you are part of our problem. If you're a believer in God, if you're a worshiper of God, you are part of our problem as a people. They cage us with God concept and are holding us down with this money concept that we have embraced today. Worship it like without it we don't have life. You were not born with any God. You are not born with any money. You can live without them. They are not important in life. Money is not important in life. God is not needed in life. It is because they introduced and they made us. That's why we are struggling today. What am I doing in America? Making money. My mates who are in our village, they see me better than them because I'm living in America. Of course, dollar is higher than naira. And the money answers all things. No money. Money doesn't answer all things. You may say, oh, don't worry. Money cannot buy me personally. No. The money I need is to do things to open up the eyes of our people, not to go build factory, not to go build road. No. No. That's why we have government. And those of you that are making money abroad and taking it back home and building things there, you are part of our problem too. If I've done it or we do it, I'm also part of that problem. Because we are telling governments don't do anything. Oh no, this one build a house for 20 people. This one buy cars for 10 people. That is not development. That is still slavery nonsense mentality people have. The master giving to the slaves. Especially where you have people you elected to serve you. In fact, you people, this is how much you can spend in this town. This is how we live in this town. When you come to your tradition, oh, yeah. But when money is mentioned, oh, you got money. He can arrest me. If a people can stand their ground, somebody with money cannot oppress those without money. If I have the power in my own community, listen, if you come in here, you must buy as we buy. You must live as we live. You can't come with your nonsense oppressing us, triggering the younger ones to be like, oh, I will go and make it there too. People are mocking Igbo people today, say, you build mansion in your villages, you are not there, you are not there. Because they deceive that, oh, Akururo, Akoye Bataria. If you make money in abroad, go and build so that people will know. Why can't we make that money in our villages? Why can't we do that? How many years now I've been asking you, what is the duty of the kings in our villages? We need to erase anything kingship. It's part of slavery. But when I tell you, and I said, oh, it is God that makes people king. King, it depends on how you, maybe your king is not behaving well. No, kingship is from slavery. Wherever you have kingship, you have also servants. Or wherever you have kingdom, you have serfdom. It is not natural for one person to rule over the community. It's never happened. Or few people rule over the community. It never happened among natural people. It is evil. We are supposed to build together, live together, and run our land together. Every family is involved, or every person there is part of it. But they have divided us. Or even when you find yourself, okay, I want to live here. No, you're not part of us. You are from another place. You came here. This world belongs to all of us, my people. Let us wake up. It is the wicked people who came with that slavery mentality of kill and possess. That is the system of white man. Kill and possess. It's in their book also. You have your vineyard, they want to kill you to possess it. And when they succeed in killing you, they make your children think you are the evil one. You are evil. That's why they kill you and they like to take care of them. I give it to you that spirituality is not religion. What can it do for you now? What can you do with spirituality that I cannot do just by saying here? Tell me what? You will invoke what? You are talking about the voice in your head. There's no God that is talking to you. Those things are part of you, even before you were born this time. You don't know yourself. That's why you are ascribing your potentials to imaginary beings. Some of us naturally have ability to see tomorrow, see yesterday, see today, see things that other people don't see. You can't even see what your dog is seeing. That is nature. Your dog will see something that your own eyes didn't see and begin to bark. That somebody can do that thing better doesn't make him better than you or greater than you. But this slavery system we are in, I'm greater than you. You're bow before me. I can jump 10 story high. So I'm greater than you. I'm number one in the whole world. Then he go to his community. He begin to oppress others because you can jump. What of the people that can go under the water, but you cannot? And you see people fighting to kill and possess, kill and possess, kill. That's what they do in business, kill and possess. That's what they do in government, kill and possess. That's what they do in every affairs of life today. Kill and possess. Why people have messed up the whole world. Everybody have that mentality of kill and possess. But it's not going to be forever. We are waking up. Look at me. What have we done for ourselves with spirituality that make us better and greater than our colonizers? Tell me that thing we have done, we have achieved with spirituality that make us better and greater than our corrupt politicians. You say you are practicing spirituality, you are this, and politicians are better than you. They have power over you. They can send army to take you. They can send police to take you. What can your spirituality do for you? Nothing. What can you spiritualists, those people that practice spirituality, say that no, I don't believe in religion, I'm practicing spirituality. What can you spiritualists do that scientists cannot do? What? Tell me what you can do. Tell me what you have done that make you better and greater than people that don't practice spirituality. He said spirituality is where it will open your what? It's not opening anything. If you want anything to, if you want to know certain things, just by make, just be at ease, begin to think, engage your brain. You begin to see things you need to see. Think about it, my people. Spirituality has not helped us any way. In any way, it has not helped us as a people. Even individually, unless you're using it to rob money from people or people listening to you and supporting you, that doesn't mean it is working. It is not. You cannot even prove it. Because when it gets to, okay, show us that God, that's where you stop. No, no, you can't see it. Then shut up. We don't need it. We need something we can see. We need something we can use. We need something we can feel. We need something we can demonstrate. Where is God in time of need? Look at what is happening in Anambra State. The governor of Anambra State declared Anambra State a Christian country. Everybody keep quiet. All the spiritualists keep quiet. All the traditional worshippers keep quiet. They will think, oh no, because I wear this, I'm practicing traditional. Bullshit. I've been going to our native doctors, telling them, I've been telling them, all this nonsense, you don't even need to go to water to perform anything. If that spirit is real, you don't need to go to any water. You don't need to have any special place. The spirit is supposed to be everywhere. You're not supposed to dress scary or dirty for any deity or something like that. If they are real, I mean, what? Okay, modernize it. Stop every they see blood. You don't need blood. You can say because you are communicating with that spirit, right? You can say, okay, from today going on, I will be using water as blood. If that spirit is real, it will not say no. Why are you still looking for blood? I want to perform sacrifices. You can modernize these things. Make it easier for you. Stop going backward. Go forward. I've been to a native doctor where they say go buy certain cola nuts. He sent his son to the market. The son said he didn't see it. It's okay. Here, I'm using this cola now as the Ojugo, the Eagle cola. Or Eagle cola nut. Yeah, Eagle cola nut. Ojugo. When they tell you calling things who are not as though they were, or calling things and they appear, that's what they mean. They can use this vitamin C and say from today, this is cocaine to this deity. It will not reject it. In fact, the person, the chief priest or the person who is doing that, that person is the one controlling those deities. Deities don't have power. I like the way one of our ancestors said that. He said that a deity is a human being gone wrong. You are ascribing your energy, you are ascribing your potential to imaginary being. Oh, I've seen it. My grandfather showed me. You know, when you see, I see people sitting around there because you don't know nature. Nature is both invisible and visible. The invisible is not greater than visible. The spiritual cannot control the physical as they tell you. Nature is physical. That's invisible and visible nature. They are physical. You can either see them or use them. But you cannot do none of these things with God. You cannot see God. You cannot use God. You cannot see the spring being. You cannot use the spring being. One native doctor tell me, you know, the idea you have to go stop for them. I say, that's nonsense. If they don't seek after me, I'm not seeking after them. If they really care about people, why are they waiting for people to suffer? Then come and pay something for them to do anything. Let us begin to think. Use your brain. Tell me. Now we are talking. Tell me what spirituality can do for us as a people. Oh, we need to go back to our root. Which root? They say spirituality. You are stupid. Our root is science, knowledge, using our brain. That's our root. Our root is not in any spiritual realm. No, spiritual realm does not exist. Spiritual warfare does not exist. Oh, the apartment. Oh man, if I tell you what happened to me here like 2 or 3 days ago, this thing was bothering me. It happened at work. Because when I speak out of experience, so that day I experienced what people that have depression or stress have. But because of the knowledge I already have, I was speaking to myself. Do you know to this thing, I was thinking about that thing. I begin to hear strange sound outside my window. The sound I never heard before. But I keep talking to myself. If I didn't have the knowledge I have, I would have been like, oh, it's a spiritual thing. Oh, who will I go to? And the friend that I went to work, one of the papers that concerned, I just shred it, throw it away. Until today, not everything was. One of the things that make you run to all these things is fear. Fear. Deal with fear. It will help you a lot. I say, okay, even if that voice is strange, who has that voice helped? Nobody. Who? My mother is not working well today, yet she believes in God. I'm holding her on to that. Any other day I will have conversation with her, I will tell her, for me to agree with you that what you are doing, you know what you are doing, let that you are God, you have dedicated your life to, and hated me for, let that you are God heal you. Anybody that comes and bring everything to me, telling me bullshit, I said, look at my, in fact, the life of my mother is why I hate God more. I hate Jesus more. Because this woman dedicated her life before I was born. And when I was born, he became a born-again Christian in IFAC, Anglican Church. This woman was so dedicated. This woman denied me in the public because of Jesus. I am her firstborn. But look at her, she's working with Cain or not working well. God cannot heal her. Jesus will not heal her. But majority of you will open your thinking mouth to tell me, take her to hospital. She got back to you. She said, well, again, no, if I can't take care of her, how about the God she dedicated her life to? And this is why religion is evil. They make you do something which they tell you that their God can do. They are not afraid to do it. And because you don't want it, they are blaming you. You have to do it. No, yeah, that's why she get back to you to do that. Wake up, my people. Let us trash all this spirituality and religion that has been destroying us as a people. Look at how we are suffering. Before the governor began to do all this Udogachi in Anambra State, I've been saying that how can a community, not the young men, gather together, form their own vigilante, train themselves how to fight insurgents, how to fight unknown government, how to fight kidnappers, how to fight crime in their own land. Everybody living in that town must be involved. So we say, that's why one guy from Okwan, my co-worker, he was sharing with me how one guy from America traveled to what is this town in those states? Is it Auchi, something like that? So he said the guy they kidnapped him. This thing happened many years ago. Because many of you think kidnapping is just started. It has been there are many everywhere in the whole world that are kidnapping. Even in America, here, every day there must be a missing child. They are kidnapping people everywhere in the whole world. He said that this man, they kidnap him, take him to the bush. They demanded for millions that he must pay. But because the community know this man, and this man has been doing things in the community, they said they gather together. They call whatever means they use for public address system. So they call the whole community. They said, come, all the young men enter bush. We must find this man today. They say why they were were saying that, one guy came in. They said, "Yeah, this guy, we haven't seen him for a while now. Come here." They begin to interrogate him. That's how the guy led him to where they are holding the man hostage. Do you know what the people did? They killed all the people, including the guy that brought them there. I said, "Oh, they would have lived him alive now." You know, that the crazy sympathy we always have. What am I saying? A people that cannot stand up for themselves are not people. They don't have any root. That's why you see them calling nonsense their culture and tradition. Because they are not a people. They can't stand. People can come with gun and take them. In my town, they were doing this oko. Masquerade is dancing. Some men came in with a mobile police and mobile police. And the mobile policeman is walking in there like the masquerade was even a friend. I said, things have really spoiled in our land. I said before, when those things are serious, just because that guy came with that weapon in that ground, he'll be paralyzed. You hear what they say happened? Was it a Lord or a brother? He said one guy was being born again. You know, when they go to small shrines and destroy it, they think there is power in the name of Jesus. He just entered that shrine, paralyzed. Is this spirit that did it? No. It is what people put together and put there. It is science. I told you, even those ones you're calling bad medicine, we did it. Those are people. We did it. All we need to do is to rechannel it. Instead of using it against our brothers and sisters, we begin to use it against our enemies. But why is it that today it's not working against our enemies? It's only working against our brothers. If you hear, there was time they said that, when white people were still doing this, they said they took one guy to the court. The native people went there. The witnesses cannot speak anything. It is not spiritual thing. It is natural. The same way, when somebody smokes, if you are here, I smoke, and you inhale the smoke, you begin to feel it. It's the same thing. They tell you now, it's even people that don't smoke, they're the one that are having that cancer or what, for people smoking it. They have spiritualized everything, and that's why our people are so confused. That white people came and swept us. Today, it is their stooges or their puppets we call politicians. The same politicians that we go and solicit for this, or use it to win election. Then after that, we tell you, it is evil. It is evil. Wicked people. You need to understand the spirituality and religion. Where is your God? I've been expecting to hear one native doctor in Anambra State tell the governor, "Shut up. I'm going to the water to perform my rituals. Come and stop me. Let me see." I want to see it. You know how much I've wasted trying to prove that this thing works. I've been testing them, and it is not free. It's not free of charge. I've been paying for them to demonstrate them well. We are holding here. If you say you have power, make me win money lottery in America. I will pay if it works. Tell me how much I will pay you if it works. And you give me the winning numbers. And I win this lottery in America. You cannot do that if you don't have any power. Shut up. We're not working with any spirit. I've given to one who said that, "Oh, they control the air, they control weather, they control." Okay, I pay now. Nothing happened. I'm not just talking. I don't just want to, but no, I want to see and touch. I'm not a believer, and I will never be a believer again. Where are those people who say they have power? This goddess call you, that God will call you, that snake call you, that lamb will call you, that Chukwukabama call you, that God in heaven call you. Where are they? Including the governor that made that law. That governor is a Christian. Where is the God of Israel and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that Catholic church that he belonged to, worship? They make night vigil every Friday. You see them doing crusade, seminars, disturbing the neighborhood, morning cry, all that. Nothing is happening. Crime is increasing. Why can't the governor close down every church and demand that any priest or pastor that must officiate must come and prove that yes, God called him? How can they prove that God called them? Let them work miracle. If they cannot heal the sick, they are not pastors. If they cannot heal the sick, they are not priests. But they are against the native doctors, saying that oh, they are making chance for those people. Are those people not going to church? Are priests not praying for them? Go to the occasions. Don't you see the Reverend Fathers coming there to pray for them? You don't see that one. You don't see pastors anointing them for whatever they lay their hands to prosper. You don't see them paying tithes and giving offering in the church. But what you see, oh no, they are giving them okite to make money. Is it not? What is prosperity gospel again? Tell me. Prosperity gospel is what? Give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Women give into your bosom. If you give God 10%, He will give you financial miracle, financial abundance, open doors. What is that? Scam. Why is that governor, that Christian governor, not banning Christianity in Anambra State? Because they're the one that made him governor. So I'm calling on you, African traditionalists, begin to take position of powers. Begin to bring power, welcoming people to run for elections. Begin to have traditional presidents in Africa. Begin to have traditional governors in Africa. Begin to have. Why is it people that went to school or went to school that must rule us? Why? Why? So if you don't go to school, you are no longer a human being. You don't participate. You're supposed to be serving. Let us wake up and we begin to close those schools. Begin to open our own schools in our own land. It is an abomination for Christianity to take over our people and our land. That's why when church came in, when they came in missionaries, we gave the land free of charge. But can you see Christians today give you anything free of charge? Rome cannot give you anything free of charge. America cannot give you anything free of charge. But Africans give them all things free of charge out of fear. You can't be entertaining fear and tell me you have a spirit or you have a God. You are ignorant of what you are saying or doing. Where is God in all this? My next message will be the missing, or dodging the main cause. Because people are not talking the main thing that is causing all these things. At the root of all these things happen, all this evil happening in our land, there is God. At the root of them is God. Have you seen any God intervene? No. Governor said he raised some people to. We'll be having military men and the police all these years. He didn't do that. Now, but they use it to call a dog name and kill it. Native doctors, they are the one doing it. You can't worship in the water anymore. You can't do. But Christians go to water to do water baptism. Maybe America banned it also. That's why the churches in America have their pool where they baptize, which is contrary to the scriptures. But anything Christians do, they believe it's not contrary to the scriptures. Even if you point it to them, they say, no, you don't know what you're saying. Understand the religion, understand spirituality. They are man-made, their belief system. A religious person is a spiritual person, and a spiritual person is a religious person. You cannot separate them. These two things, if you look at them, you call them candy. That's what they are. Although you may call one vitamin C, or you call the other one cough drop. Candy. It's the same way they were made. The same way is spirituality and religion. Both of them are belief systems. There's no knowledge in them. That's why spiritual people will marry their own belief to nature. And religious people will marry their own belief to imaginary being. The same bullshit. They cannot help us in reality or in times of need. Remember, I made that post, and I will read it out to you. understanding religion, which is also spirituality. If you are spiritual, you are religious. Question: what is religion? Answer: religion is a collection of beliefs, practices, and world views that relate humans to spirituality, unorganized religions, and the morality, which is religious rules. It can also refer to the worship of a god or gods. Explanation: beliefs. Beliefs are religions often include, when you explain belief, right? Is religions often include beliefs about the nature of the universe, its purpose, and its creation. They made it up. The universe did not tell you, this is my purpose for you. This is purpose is supposed to know about me. No. It is people making up all those purpose, creation. God created and we was created. It is people making up all those things. How about practices? Religions often include rituals, traditions, and sacred histories. You have these things both in spirituality and religion. How about morality? Religions often include moral codes that guide human conduct. And that's why majority of you, or many of you that are awakened, I'll say you are not longer religious, but you still believe in morality. I tell you, it's a religious garbage too. Morality is from religion. It's religious rules. Right and wrong. Oh, this way, you don't do this, you don't do that. You don't do that, you don't do this. We don't need it. You don't need any rules to know you don't have to kill someone that have not done you anything. Why are you doing that? You don't supposed to attack somebody that is not attacking you. You don't need morality for that. You don't need any rules, religious rules, do's and don'ts. Meaning, religions often provide false meaning to life or explain the origin of life or the universe without fact. They cannot give you tangible evidence of their claims when they're talking about the origin of life or origin of the universe. In the beginning, God created. Nonsense. Some definitions of religion include: religion is the belief in, not knowledge of, spiritual beings. It's a belief. You believe there's a higher force. It's a belief. You don't have knowledge of it, and that's why you can't show it. If you have knowledge of it, you can show it, either by words or action. You cannot. Have you seen that? No. Can you explain it? No, you can't. If I bring two of you that believe in the same supreme being, you will give me different descriptions because they are not real. It's only in your head. Religion is a way to conciliate imaginary powers that are believed to control nature and the human life. There's no power, spiritual power, controlling this nature or human life and human life. No. It is people making up those things. Well, I don't understand it, God. I cannot explain it, God. No. Religion is the fake feelings, fake acts, and the fake experiences of individuals in relation to the divine, superhuman being or godlike. I have an encounter. I saw God. I saw Jesus. I saw my ancestors. I saw some certain being. He told me so thing. And people that master the one in their head will use it to control you and exploit you, interpreting your own. They cannot interpret your own unless you are gullible. You fall for them. Then they use their own experience to interpret your own. I think it makes sense. Okay, let me be following him and see. Okay, I think he's right. I think he's right. Nobody else can interpret what you see in your head, no matter how you try to explain it. You that is even explaining it, you cannot say it exactly as it was in your head. You cannot. Religion is a wrong way for a society to validate itself through myth and ritual. Religion is the state of being unnecessarily concerned with something that provides meaning to existence. This is what life means. I'm telling you this. If it's not this, it's not nothing anymore. As if you are the only one in this world. If it's not you, there's somebody else. Religion is formed out of fear of the unknown, which is God and God, and ignorance, which is lack of knowledge. Every faith is rooted in fear and ignorance. Grow up, trust beliefs, dare to know, live naturally. This is another thing. That's why I say, where is God? Where crime and criminals? Those things, crimes and criminals, prove there is no almighty God or gods that created and controlled our world. The crimes, criminals, they are the living proof that there is no God. If there is God, there will be no criminal. If there is God, there will be no Satan. But you believe God created Satan. He created devil. And he will punish you with that devil. Religion, you cannot believe in God and at the same time deny to be a religious person or a spiritual person. If you believe in God, you're a religious person. You're a spiritual person. Religion is the belief in and reverence for a supernatural power of God or powers, which is God, regarded as creating and governing the universe. I'm calling you to trust God, trust beliefs, live naturally. How can you tell me religion is not spirituality? When I used to be a Christian, I used to be a spiritual person. In Christianity, you're telling me spirituality is not a religion. Let me read you somewhere in the Bible. Romans. Ka anyị gaa n'akwụkwọ ndị Rom, isi nke asatọ, amaokwu nke ise. I think ruo na nke asatọ. So Romans chapter 8, 5 to 8. He said, for those who live according to the flesh like me, I am living according to the flesh. Therefore, I set my mind, that's my brain, on the things of the flesh. I don't care about the things of the spirit, because I am not spirit. I'm not of spirit. I am not in the spirit. I'm in the flesh. I am the flesh. I'm not spirit. He said, but those who live according to the spirit, whether it's the spirit of your ancestors, whether it's the spirit of God, whether it's the spirit of Satan, whatever, but you say you are in the spirit, you are living according to the spirit. He said those who live according to the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded, to be fleshly minded is death. Remember, this issue of death has been confusing many of our people. Death is an illusion. That's what our ancestors even taught. And in reality, death is an illusion. What we do is we sleep and wakes up. That's what nature does. Nature transforms. That you don't know when you were growing up because you were sleeping. You were born so tiny, you begin to grow. When that growth takes place, when you are sleeping, when you wake up, you begin to stretch yourself. None of you can tell me that you watch yourself grow the way you are. You didn't know, because it's natural. When you lay down, you still there. We don't die. One of us say, I'm deceiving myself. I say, you are deluding yourself. We don't die. Learn it from the crop you put together. We are seeds. When you bury us, we are food. We be eaten again to be born again. You say, no, you don't believe in afterlife. I didn't ask you to believe in afterlife. I want you to know there is before that this life you are living, and there is after this life you are living. You were in existence before your parents conceived you and born you. And you will still be in existence after they bury you. Whether they crush you or they bury you, whole body like that, the same thing. You turn to food again. The lie they lie to you is that we are spirit. Why in reality we are food. That's why animals eat us and we eat animals. We kill trees kill us. You know about tree, fall and kill somebody, or somebody eat certain they die. It is natural. Stop feeling bad when somebody dies using their word. See it as they are sleeping. Don't worry, when they wake up, you will see them again. Oh, must he be in this body? Why are you worried about that? How are we living? How are we living, my people? Wake up and stop being stupid in the name of fear of death. He said, for to be carnally minded is there, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. What it? That's why you see those people that believe in spirituality. Carnally, they are unhappy. They are not happy. They don't have life. They don't have peace because of this nonsense. But they tell you to be spiritually minded is life and peace. It's a lie. It's a lie. If you want to have life and peace, you must be carnally minded. You must be natural. Live natural, not spiritual. Not spiritually, naturally. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, which I am. You say, why do you hate God so much? Because the carnal mind of brain is enmity against God. Nobody with a functioning brain will believe in God. How can you have a functioning brain and somebody is suffering in your family? All of you believe in God. God is not helping all of you. All of you are looking for your destiny helper somewhere, going from one place to the other, begging people for money. After you still tell me you believe in God, you go to church for Thanksgiving, you go to mosque for whatever, hitting your head on the ground. You go to temple, believing on worshiping nonsense. Where is that God? You don't have life and peace in God. When your brain works, you become enemy of God. Because nobody can fool you again with believing God. Accept Jesus. Do this. I was once like that. I was once an evangelist. I was once a bishop. I was once a pastor. What experience are you having as a Christian? I had it better than you because I was genuine, not stupid like you. I was genuine. Nobody pushed me into it. I was not following one pastor. Then he ordained me. No. I was independent, seeking to be like Jesus of the Bible. I read the Bible, studied the Bible, not only read it, I studied the Bible back to back more than 10 times. Genesis to Revelation, more than. How many of you have done that? Serious praying and fasting with it. When you are spiritual, you are gullible. When you are spiritual, you are stupid. But when you are carnal, you are wise. That's why God said He will destroy what? The wisdom of the wise and bring to naught the understanding of the prudence. God hates wisdom. God hates knowledge. God hates understanding. Nobody that believes in God and worship God that have knowledge of that God. It's impossible. The knowledge they have is when they learn from school or from trade or from other workmanship, but not any God. Nobody have the knowledge of God in this world. Say, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God. You cannot have knowledge and be a slave of God. You cannot have knowledge and be a slave of man. You cannot have knowledge and be a slave of anything. Anything you are enslaved to is because you lack knowledge of it. And you are greater than that thing. Anything you submit to, I tell you that before, the God you worship is beneath you. The God you serve is beneath you. Wake up and trust that God. It is God that needs you. You don't need God. Because you are a living being. You are above God. You can do whatever you want. God cannot do shit. So then, those of us who are in the flesh cannot please God. I'm so happy that I cannot please God. And I am the last person in my own generation to believe in God or worship God before. None of my generation going forward will ever worship God or believe in God. In my next life, I will never be born in any spiritual home. In my next life, I will never be born in any religious home. In my next life, I will be born in a scientific home where they value brain, where they value our body, where they value nature, where they live naturally without any form of worship. Wake up, my people. First Corinthians. For those of you that say, "Oh, religion is not spirituality is not religion." I'm reading from the religious book. It's the same thing you are doing. You are in the spirit. Oh, hey, Arabunago, hey, Ojima, hey, you are in the spirit. You are a religious person. You can't show us that you are Arabunago. Hey. It is your potential you are giving to Arabunago. Okay? First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 13 to 15. He said, "These things we also speak, not in words which man's wisdom teaches." This is how they kill themselves. Oh no, what I'm telling you, it is not. One Benin person, I think it's Benin person, he was saying like how Benin people are the one that found Igbo. You know, Ibuku from Benin. He said, "What I'm telling you is not taught anywhere. It is the spirit that is telling it to me." That show you he's schizophrenic. He's mentally ill. Igbo is not a tribe. Igbo is not even one community. Igbo is ancient people. It covers all Africans. That's why everywhere you go, you must see Igbo people. Not only the Igbo people that speak the way I speak. Yorubas are Igbos. Hausas are Igbos. Fulanis are Igbos. All black people all over the world, they are Igbos. They are ancient people. We are the original people. Tribe is what one people brought to us. We don't do tribe before. Tribe. It's what people that brought tribe. Kingship or chief. All the white people can be all those things. These things we also speak not in words which man's wisdom teaches, but to which the Holy Spirit teaches. Nonsense. Comparing spiritual things with spiritual. So you spiritual people, why are you comparing spiritual things with nature? You say nature is natural. Spirit is spiritual. Spirituality cannot be nature. Nature cannot be spiritual or spirit. It's not. Call things what they are. Call a spade a spade, not a garden tool. He said, but the natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit of God. Thank you. So you that have received it, show it to me. If you have received the things of the Spirit of God, can you show it to me? What gift do you say God gave to you? Demonstrate it. Let us see. Can you do that? I doubt it. But the natural man, I'm a natural man, does not receive the things of the Spirit of God. I'm happy. The Spirit of God is the spirit of lie. The Spirit of God is the spirit of madness. The Spirit of God is the spirit of confusion. I have not received anything from the Spirit of God. I will never be mad. I will never lie. And I will never perish. Never. I will never be confused. I have not received anything from God. I have not received anything from the Spirit of God. I'm loaded naturally. He said, but the natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him. Yes, nor can he know them, because they are spiritually designed. So why are you using your mouth? It's supposed to be spiritually designed. God is the Spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him what? In spirit and in truth, not in church, not in temple, not in mosque, not in synagogue, not in all those places you are going, saying you are going there in the name of God. But he who is spiritual, listen, he said, but he who is spiritual judges all things. Does that not contradict Matthew chapter 7? He said, judge not. But here he said that he who is spiritual judges all things. Well, I'm not judging you. I said, shut up, judge. When you judge before you talk. Before you say somebody is so, you have judged that person to be so. That's why you say it. Anybody that tell you they don't judge is confused. All of us, we judge. That's the function of the brain. Brain judge even the things you didn't see in your immediate view. But you don't know your brain or saw it. There is some sound your brain already saw, but you didn't see it. But your brain saw it, all those things recorded. Sometimes when you sleep, you begin to see them again. Oh, nightmare. You know, it's not nightmare. I'm giving you that knowledge. Stop being afraid of them. Begin to use your brain when something come after you. Ask questions. Like they tell you, oh, there is this deity in my village. It will destroy me because I said so certain. Why is that deity not prospering those that are not saying what I'm saying, but believe in it? The deity that did not help to develop my land, you want me to fear that deity? Thunder fire that deity. The God that did not help to develop my village, you want me to fear that God? Thunder fire that God. Do you understand? It is knowledge. It's in their book. He said that knowledge goes up. When you know, you will no longer be afraid of all those unknown things like God, Jesus, heaven, hell, hellfire, demons, Satan. Me afraid? Tell you one day I came to work. I saw a dead rat there. Maybe it was something we put there, or maybe somebody said, I don't care. Oh, you will kill me. Okay, you are doing me a favor. I'm coming to Nigeria this year, right? Have you had me coming to Nigeria anytime and keep quiet and never say it out? I don't live in fear. I don't. But I can care for the people, life of people around me. But personally, no, I don't. I don't. If they are spiritually designed, keep it there. And if a spiritual person judges all things, why are you afraid to judge? You claim to be spiritual. Oh, with all due respect. Come on. Let us stop all this nonsense they taught us in school. You want to insult somebody and you first say, I don't mean to insult you. Right. No, you are the person will know whether you insult him or not, whether you say that or not. Everybody must not be educated fools like you. And stop trying to please people by the way you present. There's no nice way to present factual truth. If there's a nice way to present any word, that's a lie. You are presenting lies. And you want to entice people and rob people. But he who is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is rightly judged by no one. You hear that? You cannot judge me. Only God can judge me. You are evil. Anybody that said that is evil. You cannot judge me. Only God can judge me. They are part of the evil in the land. No God can judge anybody. It is people judging people. It is people that build prison. They judge you, they find you guilty, they send you to prison. There's nothing your God can do about that. That's why the Anambra State governor said that, yeah, if you do something 6 years in prison, native daughters are robbing. Where is your power? Where is that Arabinago Nka Emekwe Nka? Mazi Jibia, I like him so much. He was saying something. I said, I even went to his, I commented, saying, I need your number. I want to talk to him. He said, from Nando. People have been telling me about Nando. I want to go there. Next time I go to Nigeria, we try to go to Nando. I want to see it work, and I want to guide our people to use it for our betterment. Those are us. Those things, you know, if you can put 2 or 3 together, things begin to work. It is science. It is not spiritual anything. So we stop calling them native doctors and begin to call them what they are, scientists. Witches and wizards are not evil people. They are not wicked people. It is missionaries that tell you witches and wizards are bad, and they went about doing what was called witch hunt, especially witches. They began to kill women because they denied themselves, or maybe they said they don't believe that. They begin to say they are witch. They begin to kill. They write in their book, suffer not a witch to live. Kill the witch. The God that tell you he care about human life is telling you to kill the witch, and you believe in that God. That's why you are as wicked as that God. Look at godly people everywhere. They are evil. They are eternally evil. These people, they are eternally evil. When they tell you God bless you, what they actually mean, may thunder fire you, may God kill you, may God send you to hellfire. That's what they really mean. I'm not joking. I was once like them. I know what they are saying when they say things. when you are dragging something, they say, God bless you. Oh man, inside, if you see how wicked things they want to happen to you, my family members, they are expecting bad things to happen to me, something that will bring me back to God. When you see Christians tell you that Jesus will arrest you or God will arrest you, they mean that bad thing will happen to you. Then you come back kneeling and confessing, okay, I believe now there is God. I believe Jesus is the Lord. Keep it back. Thunder, fire that God and Jesus wherever they are, if they exist. Spiritual people or spiritualists or people that in spirituality, don't you believe in spirits? You are a spirit believer. You are spirit believers. You believe in spirit. I want you to know that we need basic science skills. We don't need any spiritual thing, any spiritual gift. We need the basic science skills. All of us are supposed to know how to make this thing. All of us are supposed to know how to make these things. Let us stop all this evil going on in the world. You know how to do this thing. Then you hide the knowledge from others and begin to make money from others out of it. This is wickedness. Or after you rob other people, you go and build something for other people. This is wickedness. Let us wake up and stop all this evil. Some of you say, oh, it has been so much that we cannot change it. No, we can change it. There was a time nobody worshipped God in this world. There was a time nobody believed in God in this world. Yes, it is possible. That's what we need. We don't need any divine anything. We don't need any supernatural anything. We don't need supernatural gift. We don't need God's gift. We don't need gift from any God. All we need is basic science skills. How to solve problems. Not the one they send you to school. Go know how to do coding. You hide it. So because I didn't go to school, I cannot say what works. Because I didn't go to school, I cannot be in power. That is evil in our land. They are looking for the dog, they call them and kill. Questioning everything and worshiping nothing. You that believe in higher being, ask yourself, where is this higher being? Why all this evil is happening? Kidnapping, murdering, dismembering people. Many evil happening in this world. Look at what is happening in America. Donald Trump and his co-white supremacists deporting people that have not committed any crime. Simply that they are here illegally. The father of Donald Trump that left Germany and come to America, didn't he come here illegally? Donald Trump himself is a product of immigrants. No, but he want white people. No, bring people from Norway, from Sweden, not from Africa. Not from Africa is a shithole country. Then he hear all those lousy Africans, especially the Christians, one of them. Oh yeah, he's saying the truth. I never agree with Donald Trump for anything he say about Africa. He is part of our problem. Every white person is part of our problem. You open your thinking mouth and say that black people don't know how to rule themselves. We don't need to rule ourselves. All we need to do is to live ourselves, living our life according to our nature. Job chapter 35, read it 9 to 10. He said, in the multitude of the oppression, none of them paused and said, where is God, my maker, who gives song in the night? They will say what they are looking for, who to accuse of being responsible for that. Oh no, that COVID-19 came from a lab in China. No, it is the traditional people. Oh, the native doctors are making charms for the criminals. They are using it. How about the gun? The guns they are using. Have they banned gun in the whole world because people are using it to kill? So you ban the native doctors functioning, and majority of you are happy. Say, yeah, he's doing something. You are stupid. He has been governor for how many years? He has been governor for how years having the power to call the army and the police to do their work in Anambra State. He didn't do that. The re-election is nearing. He do the same thing that our people has been doing. Instead of solving problems, they begin to romance it, run around it, killing petty thieves and labeling them kingpin that want to run this place. Bakassi came and gone. What's still happening? What's keep happening? Until you treat the main cause of the problem, you will never solve it. You claim you solve it today by killing some people. The unborn children will come out because you born them in poverty. They will even do worse. How is Anambra State government creating jobs, building factories that manufacture? At least, how are we buying bag of rice of about 100,000, if it's not over 100,000, where we have government that can begin to produce rice for the people? How? But no, they are making money ritual. That's not our problem. Without money ritual, they are clean every time. Some places, you see where children went to school, the school collapse and kill all of them. Because government is not functioning. Did they carry inspection in that building before they open it? Do they have building codes or standards that any house you are building, it must be according to this code as they have it? No. What you will learn from America is they begin to kill people. Okay, I can do that one. How many companies or factories in Anambra State that state government is giving money to be producing things to make the price lesser for people? We have innocent motors in Anambra State, but Anambra people still struggling to buy Toyota, buy Honda, especially mostly from America. Anambra State government is there. They will see that one. I know why we are doing what we are doing. You are lying. You don't want to say the truth. You are part of the problem. And you are killing innocent people in the name of fighting security when we have army and the police even before you came to power. So why you didn't use it from day one? But if you hear where people talking about Biafra, oh, army, they go there, crocodile dance, python dance. You begin to kill people. I don't blame you. Our people don't want to listen. We're supposed to use that paper, the science we know, to fortify ourselves, protect our land too. But how can it work when you are using it to make money? That's why see how they are playing it like football. Not even good football. It's tom-tom, bam, 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 boom. The other person, boom, boom. Tom-tom. Nonsense. People. Where is the God or spirit that you're calling on? Ask that question. You hear that they kidnap somebody. Where is God? You hear somebody is crying for lack of something. Where is God? Even some people I helped last year, majority of some of them ran away from me because they later found out I don't believe in God. But I help them for all time's sake, like maybe I know their husband or their wife, or before, or maybe we were doing the center, or one time or other, they helped me. And when I brought out that money, I was sending money to all of them, like that. I tell my woman, yeah, I decided that. And there's nobody that will come and tell me, why are you doing that? You're wasting that. The one I gave to you, did he tell me that I wasted it? I made the money, so I spend it as I want. I don't respect beliefs, but the factual truth. You cannot believe or spiritualize anything to reality. There's nothing you can believe and that thing become real. It's a lie. Oh, I dreamt and they come to pass. It's a lie. It's something that look like your dream. You think it's your dream. It's not your dream that came to pass. For your dream to come to pass, you have to walk. You have to walk it. You think you are the only one in this world. You are not the only one. Things happen. Even things you don't know how it happened. Somebody else did it. That you don't know who did it does not mean it is your God or the spirit of your ancestors. Wake up and begin to do something. Spirits don't exist. People do, and it helps. Face John chapter 4, verse 20, he said, if you hate your brothers who you can see, how can you say you love God that you have not seen? Even the Bible will tell you that there is no God. But it said there is God. And you are hating your fellow human being because of that God. But 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 asks you that question. How can you say you love God when you hate your fellow human being that you cannot see? God, you cannot see. This human being can help you. If you fall, it can lift you up. If you are hungry, it can give you food. If you are thirsty, it can give you water. If you call for help, it can come. No matter how you call God, God will never come. But how do all these stupid people in faith, in spirituality and religion, God, when somebody helps them, they say it is God. Oh, God use you now. God use you. A God that need to use me to help you is a lie. It does not exist. If God exists, God wouldn't need me to help you. God will just help you directly. And the God that cannot supply all your needs directly is useless to you. That God does not exist. Wake up, my people, and trust all this spirituality and religion. I will continue saying this until I sleep. No force, no power, no God, no devil, no demon, no Satan can stop me from saying this factual truth until I sleep. And if I wake up, majority of you not wake up also, I continue spreading the knowledge. If you are a spiritual person, then why are you subject to what non-spiritual people made or spiritual person made? You say you are a spiritual being, so why are you subject to what we made? Yeah? Like crime, criminals will come and rob you. You are subject to them. Your money or your life. You say, please don't kill me. Please don't take all the money. Please don't kill me. Don't harm my children. Oh, please don't harm my wife. Please. But you say you are a spiritual person. You pray to God. You serve the Almighty God. So if you are a spiritual person, why are you subject to what non-spiritual person made? Like disaster, like a virus, like robbery. How about job you are doing? Why are you working in a company that non-spiritual person established? Why can't your God supply all your needs according to his riches in glory? So that you can say there is power. Oh, my God has power. For where? Your God have nonsense. Don't have any power. As a people, let me say it again because I've been saying this for years. Spirituality is our fall. It was our doom. The reason why white people penetrated and prevailed over us is because of spirituality. Our people left science and switched to spirituality. When we focus on science, we were inventing things, building things that will become envy of the whole world. And they become envious, jealous, and they say, let us go down. We cannot defeat these people, and maybe they will not come back again, but we have to confuse them and divide them. That's the only way we can stop them from building. Can't you see when black people come together, they build great things. When they are divided, they will tell you, when this individual did that one did this one. Spirituality is our fall. Religion is our chain under imaginary beings. Spirituality pushes us down. The religion came down, can come there and tie us with that chain there. Remain there. And so long you are in that chain, you'll be thinking that there's a supreme being that will come and save you one day. He's greater than you. Wake up, my people. Wake up, Africans. We can solve our problems. Let those of us that are intelligent begin to take the positions of power in the land. We have seen it is the governors that have power in the state. So we need people that are not godly in that sense. We need people that are intelligent in that sense, not educated fools. Educated fools are, despite all their education, like a father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Educated fools. Spirituality made us fall. And religion keep us in that false state. How many of our people want to see us free today? No, they want us to see us keep managing life. Manage it, manage it, manage it. Why people are better? They are great, see their place. Okay, whatever you are making, make sure you have children in abroad so that their life will be better. Your children go to abroad for school with your own land. Yet after you claim you are wise, you are not wise. You are stupid. You are foolish. And what caused it? Spirituality and religion. As a people, we must wake up and trash them.